This right next to me is the SsangYong Musso, and it is the best value dual cab ute on sale in Australia, and it's also just received an update for 2024. But should you buy one? Well, in this review I'm going to run you through everything you need to know about it. First, we're going to talk about its pricing, options and specifications, then move on to the design, interior, infotainment, practicality, powertrain, and then I'm going to drive it to find out if this is the best affordable dual cab ute on the market. Let's start this video talking about a brief overview about the Musso. So you can get the Musso in 3 different model grades, along with 2 different body styles, a short wheelbase as standard and a long wheelbase for an additional $1,500 more called the XLV. And today this will be a review of the top spec called the Ultimate. And in terms of options for this top grade, there's a luxury package which will set you back $3,000, as well as 6 colours to choose from that are $595 each. And on that subject of pricing, do you need finance? Well, head over to my finance partner, driver.com.au. They are designed to get you the best finance deal, comparing the best rates, and the whole quote can be done online within minutes with no impact to your credit score, and there are no hidden fees. And if you sign up using Driver, you are going to receive a free $150 fuel voucher only using my link down in the comments below. Okay, let's now move on to the design. So this particular example is finished in Indian red, and up the front you have a pair of HID headlights along with LED daytime running lights and fog lights down the bottom. You also get this large grille which has been redesigned for this update, along with additional black cladding down the bottom. And moving towards the side, you have a set of 18-inch gloss black alloy wheels wrapped in all-terrain tyres. Unfortunately, no side steps or roof racks or privacy glass. However, as you can see, this is the long wheelbase variant, so there are some key differences between the short wheelbase and long wheelbase, which I'll run you through later in this review. And moving towards the rear design, it features halogen rear tail lights at the back, along with this plastic cladding down the bottom. And both the long and short wheelbase models have a braked towing capacity of 3.5 tonnes and an unbraked towing capacity of 750 kilos. And lastly, let me know your opinion on the design, as styling is subjective, so write down your feedback in the comment section below. Okay, let's now move on to the interior. So before you climb inside, you have a remote key, keyless entry, walk up and walk away automatic door locking, along with push ignition start. So let's now move on to the design presentation. I personally think SsangYong has put in a lot of effort to make this interior feel very premium, and it certainly feels very luxurious within its price range. And in terms of build quality, it is hard plastic up the top here, but elbow padding is soft. You get a soft leather wrapped steering wheel which can be heated, and it also feels very nice to hold. Soft touch materials on top of the dashboard, even along the center, this leather material. The only places where you feel hard plastic is towards the center, which I think around here is okay. You also get a soft touch armrest in the center, and this is also equipped with the luxury package, which is only available on the Ultimate variant. So that includes a power sunroof, dual zone climate control, premium leather upholstery, and for the driver there is lumbar support and heated outboard rear seats. And if we move on to the comfort features, these front row seats can be heated and ventilated, electrically controlled for both the driver and passenger, and the steering offers both manual, tilt and reach adjustment. And if we move on to the technology, it all runs off this 12.3-inch touchscreen. Overall, using the system, it is pretty straightforward. You can also operate key shortcut buttons on the steering wheel. It has AM and FM radio, along with a 6-speaker sound system, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And overall, pretty clear and easy to use. And moving on to the safety, standard equipment includes autonomous emergency braking, forward collision warning, lane departure warning, a driver attention warning, a reversing camera, and front and rear parking sensors. And when you step up to this Ultimate model grade, it includes a 360-degree multi-angle camera. So not only you can look at the front and rear view, there is also a 3D mode where you can cycle through different views of the car, and you can also make the car's icon invisible, looking at where your wheels are, which should be handy for off-road driving. And ahead of the driver is a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, so not only you can change the display, you can also change the information that you want to see. So overall, it is pretty configurable. And you've also got some on-road drive modes, so using this button here you can select it from Eco, Winter and Sport. And for off-road driving, you have a 4-wheel drive selector down the bottom here, 2-wheel drive for on-road driving, 4-wheel drive low and high range, along with an auto-locking rear differential. And there's also an electronic brake controller on the right side of the steering wheel. And lastly, the practicality. So the center console goes down pretty deep. You've also got 2 small cup holders here in the center. and a spot there for a mobile phone. You've got 2 USB-C charging ports along with a 12-volt socket. You've also got a decent glove box, and on the doors, decent storage, along with a section for big bottles of water. Okay, moving on to the back seat. So I am a full-size adult and I've got this front seat set in my driving position, and as you can see, toe room is okay, as well as knee room and head room. And in terms of other key features, these 2 outboard seats can be heated with a push of a button. That is a feature I rarely come across in a dual cab ute. You also get directional air vents, mat pockets behind these 2 front seats, along with a fold down armrest with 2 small cup holders, decent bottle and bin storage on the doors, on either side of the B pillars, grab handles, even up here as well. And lastly, for baby seats, these 2 outboard seats are ISOFIX compatible. And right behind me, there are 3 top tether points. Let's now move on to the tray. So I'll just move this out of the way. And when you open this tailgate, as you can see, it's damped, so it's not too heavy to open and close. Also get a tub liner as standard for tie down points, and a full-size spare wheel underneath the tray. So this long wheelbase features coarse sprung suspension. Obviously that improves ride comfort, and you do get more tray volume, but keep in mind it does reduce the weight capacity. And on your screen now are key dimensions, along with the payload capacity figures. Let's now move on to the powertrain. So all variants feature this 2.2 litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine, producing 133 kilowatts of power and 420 newton meters of torque for this long wheelbase variant, whilst the short wheelbase has 400 newton meters of torque. And like most dual cab utes, the Musso sits on a ladder frame chassis. Okay, moving on to the driving impressions, starting off with parking. So good all-round visibility, decent sized wing mirrors. For some people it might be a bit awkward parking, but as you can see, that is easy to do, and as you can see, it achieves it quite well. And in relation to the driving experience, look, I'm not going to say it's amazing. Like many other dual cab utes, it is based off a ladder frame chassis, so it is going to roll around a little bit in the corners, but overall for its price point, it is pretty good. And in terms of fuel consumption, I've achieved 9.7 litres per 100 over the past week, which not only I think that is pretty close to the claimed figure, but in relation to the way it feels within the segment, it is a little bit more bumpier than what you would find in a Ford Ranger. But let's not forget that is double the price on this. But overall, the seats are very comfortable. Of course, they're heated and ventilated, and you do have a heated steering wheel. If you are looking for value, this stacks up to be a lot better than a lot of its more expensive rivals like the Toyota Hilux and the Ford Ranger, because it comes with everything, even the sunroof. So what is my final verdict on the Musso? In some areas it isn't perfect, but from a value perspective it is a pretty good option if you're after an affordable dual cab ute, and it does come packed with a lot of equipment features and a 7-year unlimited kilometre warranty. So I hope you enjoyed the film. Please like this video, subscribe for more of my car related content, and I'll see you in the next film.